Speed is a rush. It's thrilling, intense, and extremely dangerous. For those who will stop at nothing to go faster, it's called Megaspeed. On this episode, land speed legend Rick Vesco is out to defend his family's world record. For his driver, Dave Spangler,
do what's necessary. Not make any mistakes, that's the key.
It's 500 miles per hour or bust on the Bonneville Salt Flats.
Hey, ladies.
Las Vegas bartender Bobby Dykes is living the dream. Behind the wheel of a Ferrari.
Awesome, so awesome.
Paul Stender hits the afterburners to take on all challengers, even an airplane. French daredevil Eric Brown breaks a world record, along with several ribs and bones. And two mad mechanics in the UK maximize their minis in the name of Megaspeed. The Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, a place that defines world's fastest. Every year, car and motorcycle nuts from around the world converge on the salt with an overwhelming urge to go fast. They call it salt fever.
Oh, salt fever's bad. When it gets in you, it's just like putting nitromethane in you.
It's basically 1,000 pounds of dynamite with a 1-inch fuse.
You have to be comfortable going really, really, really fast. I've always kind of liked that. I enjoy it.
That's the beautiful thing about Bonneville. Anything all hoarded out. It's racing at its finest.
Team Vesco is center stage. The family from Springdale, Utah, has raced at Bonneville for 3 generations, going all the way back to the 1930s. This year, their goal is a mind-blowing 500 miles per hour.
I always wanted to race and have fast cars and motorcycles and boats. That's just what I do.
Dave Spangler is Team Vesco's driver. Dave will pilot the vehicle called the Turbinator 2, a 4-wheel drive turbine-powered rocket on wheels. He's never gone 500 miles an hour, but he has a good idea what to expect.
At 500 miles an hour, you're going almost 800 feet per second, roughly 2.5 football fields. Well, if you have a low IQ or something around room temperature, then you're qualified to be a driver.
Just 2 weeks earlier, and about 2 hours south of Bonneville, Dave got his hands on the Turbinator for the first time.
I hope it's cool enough.
Oh, man, it's not.
Although Dave has never driven this car, he's no stranger to speed.
Comfortable in there, Dave? Yep. I got in the 200-mile-an-hour club in the 444 car in 1985, and then in the 3 club in 1995. Give me the wheel, just for fun.
Okay, you're in.
Rick Vesco is team owner. He was there when his brother Don set the land speed record of 458 miles an hour. Don died shortly after, and Rick is determined to not only hold on to the record, but blow right past it.
This engine runs at 16,000 RPMs.
The Turbinator is going to need all the power it can muster. The competition is stronger than ever, with cars like Speed Demon getting faster and faster and closing in on the Vesco speed record.
We're just trying to live out Don's dream, and that's our goal right now, is to go 500.
Living out the dream begins with giving Dave his first lesson on how to start the Turbinator 2. From Corey, the team's chief engine tuner.
You know, I would just maybe do a count off, say like 10 seconds, and then you flip that fuel switch on and then just hold your starter.
42,000 horsepower is right at Dave's fingertips and right behind his head.
It's a definite weenie roaster when it's running full tilt.
I would say at full power, full horsepower, this engine probably burns close to 300 gallons an hour.
But it gets you there quick, so it's fairly economical, yeah.
That throttle is not very responsive.
It will launch if the brakes can hold it strong enough to get that percentage up to around 65-70%. You're going to be making, 500 or 600 horsepower easy.
The challenge for Dave will be to keep the car stopped at the start line. With 200 horses, it will jump.
You can tell something's happening behind you.
What sets the Turbinator apart from its competition is its impressive turboshaft engine, similar to those on a twin-engine Chinook helicopter. But instead of producing propulsion via thrust, this turboshaft engine converts thrust into mechanical power, driving a shaft that feeds power to all four wheels.
Wes, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Tell me about this paint job. It's looking good.
Also,
Team Vesco is aiming for 500 miles per hour, and they want to look good doing it.
that's actually going to be basically black, silver, and
Local artist Wes Jacobson gets to express himself
be on top of
and also pay tribute to Rick's brother Don.
We're going to put an eagle right on the front. But this is where the head of the eagle's going to be. And then your brother Don, we're going to actually put him on the back of the eagle like he's riding it.
So Don's going to be the first one to 500.
Back on the Salt, the paint job is complete. But with just 2 days left in race week, the problems are just beginning.
100% sure.
They've got just a couple of days to get up to speed with a new car, a new driver, and now some new parachute problems.
Ready?
I don't know. Somebody needs to get spanked that sewed these together, so we'll see what happens.
Parachute lines are the wrong lengths. At 500 miles per hour, if the problem isn't corrected, the Turbinator won't be able to stop safely and could even flip over.
He told me today he's going to fix them, but you can't fix them out here. That's the big problem.
Racing with the wrong parachute lines is not an option. At 500 miles an hour, the Turbinator will only have 21 seconds to stop before it runs out of salt. Rick needs to get the parachute line problem solved in the next 48 hours. While this could become a nightmare for the Vesco team, not far away, the dreams of a young man in need of speed are about to come true.
This is my city. Fast lifestyle, fast living, fast cars, fast girls. Hey, ladies. It's all right. I'll be back for you in a minute.
Meet Bobby. Bobby's favorite word?
It's awesome. Awesome.
Bobby's got Ferrari fever, but more of a Buick budget.
I like driving the strip because you get to see all kinds of the exotic, super fast cars out here. Ooh, there goes one. What's up, ladies?
Life's about to get a whole lot more awesome for Bobby. At the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Exotics Racing offers regular folks and Bobby the chance to drive exotic cars.
How we doing today?
My name is Mike Bonani. I'm one of the driving coaches here at Exotics Racing. I instruct people how to drive these exotic cars around the racetrack at full speed safely.
Ready to drive something fast today?
Yeah, baby.
Let's do it.
Bobby's experience starts in the passenger seat of a Corvette Z6 with professional driver and drifter Mike Bolins.
He's been going sideways professionally for years.
Awesome. Awesome. A little different. Awesome. You would get sideways in there and he gives me a little fist bump, made it more awesome. Just awesome on top of awesome.
But before Bobby can get behind the wheel of the Ferrari, Mike orients him to the track in a Porsche Cayenne.
Seatbelts on. Don't want them.
I figured.
We're going to be getting speeds upwards of 115, 120 miles an hour. But there is some inherent danger to it, of course. So here, you're going to get on the throttle, stay to the left-hand side.
Driving line's the quickest way around the racetrack. It's basically getting through each corner in a way that you're able to carry the most momentum and speed, pointing the car at the exit before you start squeezing on the throttle. That way you get the most mile per hour when you're exiting the corner. Crank it on in. Squeeze the throttle on. Nice and smooth. That way we get a fast lap time. All right, you ready for some fun time now?
Man, I'm stoked.
All right, here she is.
The Ferrari 458 Italia is powered by a 570 horsepower, 4.5-liter V8 engine with an impressive top speed of 200 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness. Woo! She fits, baby. Awesome, so awesome. I was sweating with the AC on. That rush feeling, that adrenaline that you get, and then feel those G-forces just pinning you back in your seat, and it's irreplaceable. It's almost like sex. It's awesome.
Still ahead on Megaspeed. The Turbinator 2 is on the salts, but they're stuck in park.
He told me today he's going to fix them, but you can't fix them out here.
And up next, getting to school on time just got a lot more fun. One of the common symptoms of salt fever is the uncontrollable urge to push the speed envelope and fight any edge you can.
What's fingers?
But a jet-powered school bus? Buckle up, kids. Paul Stender is a self-described adrenaline junkie who will strap a jet engine to just about anything to get his next speed fix.
I just keep telling people someday I'll make a career choice and decide what I really want to do in my life. Someday.
Paul himself dreams of one day beating the world land speed record. But for now, he's focused on racing an airplane, a de Havilland Super Chipmunk, flying at 170 miles per hour in his modified school bus filled with 150 gallons of highly flammable jet fuel. When he's not tearing down a tarmac at 350 miles per hour, Paul tears into creating his latest jet-powered stunt vehicle.
Pretty much always self-taught, everything I've always done. Just kind of pick up a wrench and work on it, and that's, I think, the best way you can learn anything. Believe it or not, I came from a sprint car / midget background, but I've got, like, I think 26 broken bones, broke my back, 3 concussions. I broke both legs, my hip, one leg in 13 places alone, one leg and 1 foot in 13 places alone. I actually popped both the eyes out of my head in one big midget crash that was pretty severe. Atlas Sabre, come on, guys. Let's go, Atlas Sabre, come on, let's go. Yeah, what are you doing?
High five. Very good. Say, I love you.
The only thing that's been slowing me down is my wife. She keeps telling me I gotta start slowing down a little bit, that I take too many chances.
I usually get really mad at him when he does, like, crazy things.
Some say crazy. Paul's latest project, he calls the Razor Jet. The modified sport UTV fitted with a Sikorsky Sea King helicopter engine.
Nothing to it. Looks good, babe.
It's early morning at Coles County Memorial Airport in Mattoon, Illinois. And Paul's jet school bus is the featured attraction at the annual air show as he'll race a Super Chipmunk to the finish line. He and Therese meet with aerobatic pilot Jim Maroney to go over the plan.
You drop down. I think probably I'll start down here. Maybe you start almost where that pin is. As soon as I go in the smoke, you take off. We'll meet right about the center.
So when I see you lined up, I'll say go, 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 and you're both going to go at the same time.
The jet bus is retrofitted with a GE J79 jet engine. At 42,000 horsepower, this baby produces a whopping 21,000 foot-pounds of thrust and 80-foot flames.
I think you got to have some nerves. If you're not nervous, you're not doing it right.
There's a good reason to be nervous. racing another bus would be easy, but Paul's opponent will be out of his line of vision.
Underway the contest between the Jet School Bus and the Super Chipmunk.
It's showtime. The Chipmunk gets an early lead. This is what happens when 21,000 foot-pounds of thrust takes over. Paul tops out at 300 miles per hour. Watch again. The plane doesn't stand a chance. It was a successful run, but Therese contains her excitement until she's sure that Paul's okay.
I can't fall now. I always worry that no one sees me down here, and if he's on fire, then I'm the person out. You okay?
A little dicey out there. We're going pretty quick. I tell you what, it was doing a little bouncing back and forth. But I tell you what, it was a good race. That's definitely fun. We had a good time. Well, hon, what'd you think? I think today went well, don't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of...
Beautiful day in central Illinois. Sun's out. Dogs are happy. Drink in our hands. What more would you want?
Next on Megaspeed, hang on tight. The Pocket Rockets take to the half-mile oval to decide a sprint car championship.
You feel the dirt in the air, you hear the scream of the engines, and it is a feast for the senses.
And this cyclist sets a world record the hard way. They call Eric Barone the Red Baron, and he is no stranger to speed. On top of a volcano in Nicaragua, he's completely focused on going faster than anyone has ever gone on a bicycle.
The run lasted about 10 to 15 seconds. There were no specific problems. I reached maximum speed at the bottom of the slope.
Just as he passes the timing sensors, he sets the record at 172 kilometers an hour. That's when the plan drastically changes. The bike suddenly breaks in half, and Eric is now a ragdoll at the mercy of the mountain.
C'est le dernier record sur terre de ma carrière.
Oh, the crash. Fuck, man. Every time I look at this shot, it hurts. Poor Barone. I should have been a quadriplegic, a paraplegic, or dead. I had broken ribs, a broken femur, 2 pulled shoulders, but I was alive, and that's important. Before, I was an invincible guy. I came close to death. I lived my life even more fully than I did before, that's for sure.
Eric Barone not only survived speed, he cheated death. It's the final race in the World of Outlaws sprint car season. The World Championship in North Carolina. And there's a sweet $150,000 on the line for the winner. It's a classic showdown. In this corner, we have Darren Pittman, on the cusp of winning his first ever championship. He's led since the first race of the season.
Definitely in a good position to obviously get my first championship.
Darren's facing off against Donnie Schatz. The grizzled veteran has stormed through the second half of the season and is now breathing down the leader's neck.
We just do what we're expected to do and what we're supposed to do, and we'll be in good shape.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome to the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where tonight the 2013 World of Outlaws STP Sprint Car Championship will be decided.
Sprint car racing is pound for pound the most exciting form of open-wheel racing ever. Just ask John Gibson.
It's the two-chord punk rock of motorsports. Loud, fast, in your face, always aggressive, and always fun. It is definitely the greatest show on dirt.
Okay, as track announcer for the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series, John might be a little biased, but you can't argue with the level of competition. On a half-mile dirt track, it's pretty much a free-for-all.
900 horsepower in a vehicle that weighs 1,300 pounds, and that's with the driver sitting in the seat.
You just touch the throttle, that thing wants to take off. Sometimes the track gets rough, and then it's cowboy up, hang on, and wrestle a 900 horsepower beast around a 4/10 mile loop.
Drivers and their teams wrestle their single-seat rockets from track to track over a grueling 73-race season. It's been a tight race all year, and Darren is definitely looking in his rearview mirror.
Can Darren Pittman hang on and capture his first crown, or will the 5-time and defending series champion Donnie Schatz steal the title on the final night of competition? Darren Pittman has the ball in his court.
The World of Outlaws series runs on a point system. And heading into the last weekend, Darren has a 52-point lead. What can go wrong? Famous last words. It starts with qualifying. And right away, it doesn't look good for Darren and his number one fan, Wife Mandy. He finishes at the back of the pack.
Negative is we lost points for sure.
Suddenly, Darren's 52-point lead is beginning to evaporate. And his dream of winning his first ever championship could become a nightmare if he doesn't find some speed. Donnie Schatz's team can sense a momentum shift.
Maximum we could have gained tonight would have been 10, and we got 8. So we took almost a perfect night as far as what we could, as far as coming in. Never, 35-year history, World of Outlaws has never had a second-place driver overtake the leader in the final weekend of the year.
Racing suits are fireproof, but the Pittman Pit is definitely feeling the heat. Their huge lead is melted away. It's going to be a restless night for Darren. In the garage, they've been up most of the night anxious to get the final race started.
We're getting ready for the final race of the season. It's called the World Finals. Probably one of the biggest races of the year for all the series together.
It's all come down to this, the final race of the season. Darren has to finish 15th or better. If he does that, there's no way Donnie can catch him.
Basically, the idea is this. Finish ahead of Donnie Schatz, and you're $150,000 richer as a World of Outlaws champion. Charlotte Motor Speedway, the World of Outlaws STP Sprint Cars. Traffic about to come into play now. Donnie Schatz into the top 5 on the restart. Darren Pittman continues to run in the 12th spot. And Darren Pittman, with a 12th place finish, clinches the 2013 Outlaw Championship. Good job, guys. Good job.
Darren finishes 12th, not great, but good enough to win his first ever Sprint Car Cup by a mere 14 points.
I tell you what, this crew, this team is, I feel like, better than the driver, and knowing that we won the Outlaw Championship doesn't get any better. I'm speechless, and let's start having some fun.
You don't sit and dwell on cry over spilled milk.
That's a good-looking picture.
Time to ease off the gas. When Megaspeed returns, it's full throttle in search of an elusive record.
This is the Yankee Stadium of land speed racing, where all the big boys play, and big girls, too.
And we'll stay on the salts, where the Vescos are preparing to battle their arch rival for the land speed record. They call it Salt Fever, and no one is immune to the rush of speed on the Bonneville Salt Flats. After months of preparation, the Turbinator 2 is back. For owner Rick Vesco and driver Dave Spengler, the goal is defending their land speed record of 458 miles an hour.
Do it right or don't do it at all. That's the story.
These are the guys in their rearview mirror. George Petit and Ron May. Their car, the Speed Demon. George is a great-grandfather, and he's also very fast.
I drive a race car, in some people's opinion, pretty fast. We want to be the fastest to run out here.
We're next up. We'll be leaving Dodge in about 5 minutes. Okay.
Is it dangerous? Making the pass, I really don't think about the speed. After you get home, you're thinking it's kind of dangerous. But today was the 30th time I've been over 400 miles an hour in this car.
It's Ron's job to manage the team, and he has the same goal as the Vescos.
Vescos are legends out here, but they haven't ran that car in 15 years. It's ran as high as 470, and they want to be the first to 500. We're the underdog, but the ultimate goal for us will be to go the first car to break 500, and the first one to 500 wins, and that's a fact.
While Speed Demon and the Vescos set their sights on 500 miles per hour. For some, reaching 200 is nothing to scoff at. Just ask Valerie Thompson.
What I want to do, and I plan to do, is to go over 200 miles per hour and break the land speed record.
Get into both the exclusive 200-mile-an-hour club and the Red Hat Club on the Salt. She'll have to match or break the established record. The magic number so far is 204 miles per hour.
When you can master the Salt, you're in like fun. Just don't get too close to the crystals. It makes me go faster. It's like having a disco ball on a race bike, a super fast one. I do want to stand out, and I do want them to recognize that it is a woman, because when the ponytail is up in the helmet, they don't know who's who. And so if they see a little bling, they might say, I think that might be a little female.
If the costume jewelry on the helmet or the bling on the bike doesn't give it away, this might. Not many guys get the fashion model treatment on the Salt.
I'm ready.
Yes, they look good.
Now it's back to work. And it's a more focused Valerie Thompson on the start line. In fact, she looks downright nervous.
Right now I'm a little jittery, as usual.
She's in good hands with Chief Mechanic Bob Sellers, a veteran of two wheels.
I've been working on motorcycles about 40 years. I've done racing for about 30 years.
And you got one of those red hats.
This is the Yankee Stadium of land speed racing. This is where all the big boys play, and big girls, too.
Valerie's riding a street-legal BMW S1000 Superbike that produces 193 horsepower. She needs Bob's magic tuning touch.
Go generally on a motorcycle 200 miles an hour requires 200 horsepower. Now this motorcycle right from the factory and with tuning is produced in the mid 190s, 190 something horsepower. From the 3 on, just have it in. Go just watch that GPS, do what you can to make it click up, 204, 205, 206.
Finessing the throttle is a big thing out here. You just don't jump or get right on it. I'm going to start slow and ease right into the gears until I get to 3rd gear, and then I'm just going to full throttle it right out the door.
She's off. Now, remember, to get that red hat, Valerie has to establish an average speed of 204 miles per hour. It's a bumpy track. At 190 miles per hour, something has to give. And it's the camera.
201, 202.
She did it. She broke 200 miles an hour, but will it be enough?
202, 203.
It was pinned 200, 200, 203, 204, 200, 201. I was like, I'm liking this.
She didn't get the red hat,
Readjust a little bit.
but her top speed of 202.7 miles per hour
I found a happy medium.
got her dancing.
This is the Bonneville Shuffle.
And she's more determined than ever to break through.
You just need some fine more tuning, you know? Salt Flats is where I do shine.
It's fun, isn't
great.
it?
Just amazing. I'm a salt away.
When Megaspeed returns, time to pump up the volume. This is not your father's Mini. And if you want to max out your budget, this is the car for you.
It really does crush your insides. You think you're going to come out the other side of the seat back.
I've been lucky enough in this job to drive all sorts of supercars. Ferraris, McLarens, Lamborghinis. But the one people always ask about is the Bugatti. They want to know, what does it feel like to have 1,000 horsepower behind your head when you mash that right pedal? What it feels like is being shot into space.
This is the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, setting the world record at a spine-tingling 267 miles an hour. Scary to think you can actually buy one of these cars?
The Veyron is just like nothing else. We wanted to hate this car. But anyone who's ever got out of that car has always been amazed. It's as simple to drive as any car on the street. It's got 1,200 horsepower, but you slot it into drive, you hit the gas, and you go. It's as easy as that. Even though it's a heavy car, that means it can do 250 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. And that really is just like nothing else.
Not satisfied to rest on its carbon fiber, Bugatti pushed the envelope even further, losing its lid to create the world's fastest topless roadster. The Grand Sport Vitesse almost flies at 253 miles an hour.
They took the Bugatti Veyron and they made it even more extreme. It really does crush your insides. You think you're going to come out the other side of the seat back.
It will also crush your bank account. You can have one in your driveway for a cool $2.5 million US. A rivalry in Great Britain is heating up, and it's proof you don't need deep pockets to satisfy your need for speed. It's the battle of the Jet Minis. Meet Andrew and Dan, best mates who've supersized their Minis for maximum fun.
Jet. It is a jet engine.
They both installed jet engines on their classic Econo cars.
Now we're going to fly.
The engine comes from the Wasp helicopter.
Andrew's engine was built by Rolls-Royce, and it cost more than $1 million new.
Yeah, basically, the gearbox has been removed, cone's been fabricated and bolted on. The rest of the car's standard Mini, 1989.
Only problem is, one day before the big race, and it won't start. So it's off to a pal's garage for a part search.
You all right, Bruce?
Hi, Andrew. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
If you want to build a jet car on a mini budget, this is the place to go. Only trouble is, you gotta find the parts yourself.
So all these brown boxes look exactly the same.
Well, you never know what's under there.
But after a few hours of digging, the hunt pays off.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Should have made this a convertible.
He installs the new ignition box, but will it work?
Go on then. Press the button. Yeah, that's better. That's working now.
Definitely sounds like it's working.
It sounds like it.
That's it.
Andrew's ready for race day. But look who's waiting for him. The Turbinator.
My name is Dan Goodwin, and this is my Jet Mini.
Dan's engine is completely homemade.
The biggest danger is that you're sitting right next to a turbine, spinning at, monstrous RPM.
Dan will stop at nothing to get more speed. Here's a way to get more pedal to the metal.
That's it, the valve's fully shut now. So we should be good for a bit more power.
Time to race. Andrew's up first. His goal is 100 miles per hour. And he's ready. It's a fast run, 91 miles per hour. But not what Andrew was hoping for.
Yeah, often little things go wrong and you have to sort them out.
Now, Dan is on the line with a chance to blow Andrew out of the water. Bad timing for this bumblebee.
Yeah, it's a good run. Good. I'm pleased with what he's done. A bit more to go on the throttle.
In the end, both minis came up a little short. Gonna take more than that to shake Dan and Andrew's determination. They'll be back.
I can tell you one thing, I'm definitely going to take this home, get it running again, come up here and break the 100 mile an hour.
It's early morning on the Bonneville Salt Flats. But the Vesco team has already been up for hours.
And we're having to do little minor adjustments here and there.
The team is back on the flats, hoping to defend its land speed record. But it's been plagued with problems. The Turbinator is still up on jacks, while the competition rips up the salt. Now, finally, there might be a light at the end of the tunnel.
We've got parachutes.
350 miles an hour. It only slows down about 10 miles an hour per mile. So we don't find the car until you drive for about a half an hour. It winds up way down there.
Oh, just packing away.
But this new order of chutes presents a new issue for Rick.
It's not what I ordered. Some of them here we've stretched out are not the same as what they've written on there for length. They were all supposed to be 56.3. And I'm finding everything from 56.3 to 57.6. And that means that the parachutes aren't flying in the same spot, and they create turbulence for each other, and they start doing this number.
While Rick comes up with a plan, his arch rival, Speed Demon, is on the line. George Petit gets a push-off, and it doesn't take long to get up to speed.
Don't think about the speed. All I think about is trying to hit the gate, go through the timing line.
Speed Demon tops out at 350 miles an hour, but it comes at a price.
We just burned down another engine, but that's common. That's the way we race. We're a wash and wear racing team. It's like we can turn up the hair dryers, as we call them, and we can develop 3,500 horse. That's the good news. The bad news, they would only last for 4 seconds. So we have to manage the power level so they live.
Back in the Vesco pit, it's time to get Dave in the cockpit for some final instructions.
Okay, now we can go down in.
It's a tight fit, and maybe a little too tight.
I don't think we have the neck restraint up on my shoulders enough.
The what isn't?
Rotate up on my shoulders.
Wait a second, it is right up against your collar.
I'm stuffed in here again.
That's right up against your neck.
Yeah, I'm stuffed in here, not right.
Well, we got that thing behind you.
No, it was fine before.
Well, it was never glued in before. Where now, maybe we got it a little different. Let me see where it's hitting. Yeah, it's hitting really hard right here at the back of your helmet, so you are glued in. It might have been down just a little.
With only one day of racing left at the Salt Flats, a 2-inch piece of foam padding is standing in the way of Rick Vesco realizing his family's dream.
Okay, get out.
The problem with this current fit is that my helmet was jammed into under the roll bar with absolutely no movement to either side or forward, which means if the car has any vibration at all, which they all do, I'm going to get the vibration in my eyes.
They have to get that foam fixed before they'll be allowed to race.
Okay, yeah, I'm over here at Vesco.
Sure, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, but
there's also a lot of things that can go right, and it would appear that we're on the right track.
The Turbinator has been plagued by problems all week. First, Rick had to adjust the length of the parachute lines, and then a piece of foam rubber was causing Dave's head to vibrate in the cockpit. But it sounds like the Turbinator is ready to go.
Why does it go off so fast without the throttle, though?
It's got a lot of horsepower, right?
The parachute lines have been adjusted and packed, but that 2-inch piece of foam in the cockpit is still a concern. Safety inspection is next.
You have to be teched in order to run, and this being a new car, there'll be drama. It'll be worth being there.
Inspection went well. They found a couple of bolts that were loose. They made a couple of suggestions that I'm going to follow, a couple of washers on Heim joints that just in case, just to make it safer.
Their arch rival, the Speed Demon team, has already put down the speed of 451 miles per hour. Now it's finally time for the Turbinator 2 to strut its stuff. They hold the record at 458 miles per hour in the first generation Turbinator. But this is a new car, with a new driver and a new crew.
How's the butterflies?
Well, it must be bad because I put my shoes on backwards.
I think I laid them there the wrong way.
Doesn't look good. Well, I've been doing this since the late 70s, and I find it really interesting and fun. I've always raced something, and getting a chance to drive the Vesco Streamliner, especially one that Don drove and set a world record in, is just a really neat deal.
It's been a long time. My husband has worked tirelessly for 12 months on this new car, and it's been a dream of his for 10 years to bring it back out. So, and this is the first time it's been on the salt to run, and we're super excited.
Team Vesco is about ready to run. The driver's tucked in.
It's his first time behind the wheel of the Turbinator 2. They don't even have the roof on, and it's already taking off. Remember, even at idle, it's producing more than 200 horsepower. A decade of hard work comes down to this.
Okay, Rico, he's on his way.
The Turbinator is finally off, beginning its slow launch to 500 miles per hour.
Team Vesco Streamliner, Turbinator, car 111, up through mile 2 at 2:35. Chutes are out, and they turned out.
The Turbinator 1 is cut short. Dave pulled the parachutes at the 3-mile marker. The chutes worked perfectly, but heavy vibrations in the cockpit may have forced Dave to bail out early when the turbine engine began surging.
Well, we had a successful launch. What the heck? We'll get a report from Dave and find out if there's something he didn't like, or it didn't steer properly, or who knows what. Maybe he didn't deploy the chute. Maybe it came out by himself.
It went pretty well. I shut it off because we were getting surging out of the turbine. It may indicate a stall, which is really bad. There's no point in going on. So we'll go back and figure out why it surged.
I'm real happy. You know, this could have been a total disaster. You don't know. He could have turned it over. Who knows? But anyway, it feels like it's all going in the right direction.
Rick and Dave are disappointed that they didn't get close to their land speed record, but at least their salt fever is soothed for another year. Their goal is still the 500 mile per hour record and a chance to throttle the competition. Meantime, the #1 outlaw is basking in the glow of being a champion. Valerie Thompson continues to go full bling and full throttle. Our UK Mini friends push the boundaries of engineering. And no kid is late for school when Paul Stender is behind the wheel. As for Bobby Dykes, he still doesn't have his own Ferrari, but he's gonna be okay.
What's up, ladies?
Awesome, in fact.